Hello everyone, welcome to this session of our NPTEL course Appreciating Linguistics, a Typological Approach. Now we will go to understand what is the difference between the traditional grammar studies or the traditional grammar, which we also call prescriptive grammar, and how the modern grammar or the descriptive grammar is different from this. I am sure all of you must have heard about these terms like noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, adjective ever since you have started learning English as a language. Considering for most of us English is a second language, because in India English is generally considered as a second language unless you are coming from a native English speaking family. So we have been taught these are the terms which are used to label the grammatical categories of the words in the phrase, right. So, I am giving you an example. Let us say okay, let me write it here, a beautiful girl. So, in this kind of a phrase there are three words. Then the first one is an article, which is a, that is in traditional grammar or in prescriptive grammar we call it indefinite article. Then there is beautiful, which is an adjective, and then there is girl, which is a noun. So these terms like article, adjective and noun, these are used for what? To level the grammatical categories. So all of them, all these words written here are grammatical categories. A is a grammatical category, beautiful is a grammatical category, and girl is a grammatical category. So the terms like article, adjective and noun, these are the levels which are marked to certain grammatical categories. And generally this has been, if you remember in my initial lectures about history of linguistics or general information of linguistics, I said it started from the Greeks, and then the Latins also or the Roman people, they also studied extensively their own language. So the origin of such kinds of nouns, pronouns, verbs, the origin of this, it goes back to the languages like Latin and Greek. Okay. And primarily because of the well established grammatical tradition of Latin and Greek, we started following, and then it seemed appropriate to adopt the existing categories from these descriptions. So considering Greek and Latin, these two languages have been studied extensively, and they deployed the use of the terms like noun, pronoun or article, adjective to label the grammatical items. The rest of the world's languages started following it without any problem. Okay? And the analysis of newer languages or the more modern languages like English. So Latin and Greek, these are the classical languages, right? And a modern language like English, they also English also got, or English also deployed, or English also used target like the terms like this, nouns, pronouns, verbs and adverbs, to level their own grammatical items. Okay. So that is why the prescriptive tradition of grammar or you can call it traditional grammar, it is rich with terminologies. So it actually gave a huge list of terms to the grammarians who were studying it in a more systematic manner. Okay. So then the next thing I would tell you that when you were trying to understand, or when you started learning English as a language, you must be taught that okay, there are things like nouns. And what are the nouns? Nouns are the words used to refer to people, objects, creatures, places, qualities, phenomena and abstract ideas. Okay? Yeah. Now let us understand, I am drawing a line here. So we did understand what is grammatical and grammaticality and acceptability, but before that let us try to figure out how the prescriptive grammar actually understands all these kinds of parts of speech that I just said. Primarily the origin is from Latin and Greek grammar. These two languages, they have been studied extensively, and then we will start it with let us say phrases like nouns. Okay. Then we have adjectives. Then we have articles. I am just jotting down all the parts of speeches that I know, and you also know that too. So, then there is the next category is verbs. Further, we have adverbs. Then we have prepositions. And then we have pronouns. And then we have conjunctions. Okay. These are some basic labels of grammatical items. There are certain grammatical items which we can actually name them like this. Okay. And these items are generally found cross linguistically. So, when I say cross linguistically, that means it is available in most of the languages in the world. So, now let us see how the prescriptive grammar or the traditional grammar has helped us to understand nouns, and then we will go to check if this understanding has any flaws, and if there are flaws, what are the means by which we can get rid of it. We can not get rid of the nouns, but how we can get rid of the flaws, or how we can improve the understanding. So, when I ask you the question, what is a noun, can you tell me what should be the answer? What has been taught to you, or how have you been taught when you were studying English for such a long time at school, right? So, generally how we understand at school, I'll ask you to recall what was your understanding, and here I'm going to talk about how generally at the school level the pupils or the students are taught the definition of a noun. So, generally we understand that nouns are the words which refer to what? Refer to people, also objects. Okay. It also refers to let us say creatures, then places, qualities, phenomena. Okay. Then we have phenomena plus abstract ideas. These are the different things that the nouns refer to. So, when I say the nouns refer to people, let us say I say boy. A boy is also person. So, boy is a reference to a person. When I say it refers to the objects, something like backpack, I am carrying a backpack. So, backpack is an object. Creatures, let us say cat, that is also a noun. Backpack is a noun, boy is a noun. Places, bank or school, school is a noun. Then we have qualities, let us say kindness. So, kindness is a quality, or bravery, that is a quality. So, these are also nouns. Phenomena, and when I say phenomena, earthquake, that is a noun. Also some abstract ideas like love. Love is an abstract idea. Honesty or no, not really honesty, let us say hatred, jealousy. So, these are the abstract ideas. Okay. So, jealousy, love, hatred. So, these are the concepts that we can understand, but we can't really see it in its concrete form. So, this is the prescriptive way of explaining or prescriptive way of defining a noun. So, a prescriptive grammarian is going to say the words which refer to these things would be called as nouns. Similarly, let us move to the second category. When we say articles, articles in English we have only 3 articles, two of them are indefinite and one is a definite article. The indefinite articles are a and an, and then the indefinite articles are a and an, and then the definite article is the. So, how do you understand? What is the traditional, or what is the prescriptive definition of an adjective, of an article? So, an article is going to be generally used with the nouns to form noun phrases. So, what is the use of, or what is the role of the article? Use, or articles are used to form noun phrases. Man, a man. When you compare man versus a man, so man is a noun, a man is a noun phrase. So, when you have a noun phrase, you would require an article. That is how it must have been taught to you. So, one is a noun phrase, the other one is a noun. Try to understand it clearly. When I said the boy, so the is an article, boy is a noun. So, when you compare boy with the boy, boy is a noun, the boy is a noun phrase. So, what exactly made a noun phrase? That is the use of the article, and here the article is the definite article the. So, either it could be a boy, it could be an elephant, or it could be the boys. In all the three cases, you see that boy and elephant, they have been made noun phrases by the use of an article, right. So, that is how you understand what an article is. Okay. Now, let us go to the adjectives. So, I am just giving you a brief idea how the prescriptive grammarians must have taught you at school, especially in the primary and then the secondary level, how to understand the articles, and then we are coming to the adjectives. So, what are the adjectives? The adjectives are the ones which provide more information about a noun. When I say a beautiful girl, what is the noun here? The noun is girl. And what is beautiful doing? Beautiful is providing some extra information to the noun. So, that is why beautiful is an adjective. When I say a brave soldier, the noun is soldier, and what is brave doing? Brave is giving, or like the word brave is providing some extra information about the adjective. So, then it will be considered, about the noun which is soldier, that is why brave will be called as adjective. For example, like happy people. People is the noun and happy is the adjective. When you say large objects, object is a noun, large would be an adjective. Strange experience, experience is a noun and strange is an adjective. Okay? That is how we understand adjectives prescriptively or traditionally. Then the most commonly found word is the verb, and how we define the verbs? These are just various kinds of actions. What do they refer to? They refer to various kinds of actions, right, and various kinds of actions, or it can also state, it can also refer to various kinds of states, either the states or the actions, right. And generally when you talk about action, you generally refer to the words which have some kind of movement, or some kind of, not exactly movement, some kind of action associated with it. When I say she can't walk, or she can't go anywhere. When you say she can't go anywhere, go is the verb, because it refers to an action of going. When I say she can't run, so obviously run is an action which is also the verb here. But in the other hand, when you say let us say John is ill, okay, So, John is ill. Here you are not really talking about any action, you are talking about the state of John, the physical state of John. You are saying the physical state of John is ill. So, maybe there is no action happening here, but it is also talking about the state of the person or the event or maybe the object, anything. So, either it is going to be an action or it is going to be a state. If the words refer to that, then we call it verbs. So, that is how I am sure most of you must have understood what a verb is. Okay. And then the next category is the adverbs. Adverbs are very similar to verbs what adjectives are to the nouns. I hope I made it clear. What adjectives are to the nouns, the same are adverbs to the verbs. So, what do the adjectives do? The adjectives provide more information about a noun. In case of adverb, you just replace the noun and put verb there. So, what does it do? More information about the verb. Okay. When you say the car is running slowly, so that means slowly is the word that is giving us more information about the verb running. So, what is the verb here? The verb is running, and slowly is providing us or is helping us to understand more about the action. And what is the action? The action is running, right. So, that is why slowly would be an adverb. I am sure this is how you must have been taught. And then the next category that we have is preposition. The prepositions are generally how do you understand? These are the nouns and these are the words which are used with nouns providing information about time, providing information about time, place. Okay. What else? It does, let us say, I will reach in an hour. So, that is about time. Keep the book on the table, that is about the place. And other connections, let us say, I am going with my friends. So, that is like you are talking about some other connections out there. Okay. So, these are the informations these are the informations that you get when you deploy or when you use a preposition. In most of the cases, the prepositions provide information related to time, place and other connections. So, when you say I am standing behind the house, that could be a preposition which indicates the place, but if you say I will reach after you reach, then it is going to be the information about some time. And when you say I can't do this without you, that is just a connection. So, when you say without or I can do it without a thought, so that would be just a connection between or that involves the actions and then the things. So, this is a way by which you understand prepositions. So, now let us see how have we understood what are the pronouns, which are one of the most important grammatical item in English grammar. For that matter, any grammar in the world or any grammar of any given language, if they have pronouns, how do we understand it? What is our information that we have to find out what a pronoun is? So, what is a pronoun or what are pronouns? Pronouns are generally used in place of nouns. Okay. I will give you a few examples. Let us say I saw my friend or I saw John yesterday. John was going to market. I asked John to come with me. Okay. So, there are 3 sentences I am writing. I saw John yesterday. Second statement or second sentence, John was going to the market. Third sentence, I called John to come with me. So, instead of saying John, John, John 3 times, you can simply use it once, and the 2 other times you can use the pronouns. I can say I saw John yesterday, he was going to the market and I called him to come with me. So, this he and him, these would be pronouns. I am sure this is what your understanding is as far as pronoun is concerned when you approach it from the prescriptive grammar. And then comes the last one that I have written it in the list, that is conjunction. And what are the conjunction? The conjunctions are used to make connections. Okay. So, these are used to make connections. They also indicate relationships. Okay. They also indicate relationships. So, when you say let us say my mother was very strict, but she took care of my studies very well. So, she was strict, yet she took care of my studies. So, this is one way of saying this. The other way, you can use another conjunction. My mother is very strict and she always made sure that we perform good in the exam. So, when you say my mother is strict and she helped to prepare well in the exam, that means you are supporting the previous statement. So, that means the first and the second, they are positively connected with each other. So, that is why you use the conjunction and. But when you say my mother is very strict, but she made sure we get some fun sometimes. So, that means though she is a strict woman, she could still she could sometimes actually made it a point that we should have some fun. So, in the second, when you are using the conjunction but, the first one and then the second one, they are not really positively connected. So, the first sentence will have a different connotation and the second sentence will have a different connotation. So, but no matter whatever might be the connection, and but, these are the conjunctions. So, these are the phrases which have made some connections between one part of the sentence with the other. So, that is what we call conjunction. It can also indicate, or it does also indicate relationships. So, when you say let us say I could not write the exam when I was ill. So, when you say when I was ill, when is a conjunction which does not just connect, but it also indicate the relationship. So, what is that relationship? That when I was ill, this was the time, I am talking about the time relationship here, that this was the time when my health was not good, that is the reason why I couldn't write the exam. So, conjunctions could either help you to make connections, or it can also indicate relationships. So, these are just a few parts of speeches that I have listed here, how the traditional grammar or the prescriptive grammar has taught you to understand these concepts. What is the most rudimentary way, or what is the most basic way, the most basic definitions of this type? These are useful, definitely these are useful. And how these are useful? These are useful to identify most of the forms in a language such as English. So, in English it is okay, but this kind of a definition may not work cross linguistically. That is why such kind of definitions may not be completely reliable. If it works for English, does not mean that it will work for an Indian language for that matter. If it works for English, it does not mean that it will work for for Chinese or for Japanese or for Korean or for Hindi or for Bangla. It may not work. So, if you try to test these things cross linguistically, it could be a problem. However, these are helpful to at least identify the basic definitions, or sorry, to identify the basic forms of it. To begin with, it is a good thing to have it in hand, but it cannot be extended to test its cross linguistic validity, right. So, why it cannot be tested? It might work for language A, but it may not work for language B. So, to make it more cross linguistic, we need to be more inclusive, we need to be more broad. So, then only we can actually say, okay, these are the diagnostics which tell us this is a noun, these are the diagnostics which tell us this is a verb. If we can put them together, then this will come under the domain of descriptive grammar, right. I hope I made it clear. So, up until now we have discussed these kinds of parts of speeches and how they are understood traditionally or prescriptively. in the next session, we are going to move over to some other concepts, how you are trying to understand it from a descriptive point of view, from the cross linguistic point of view, from a language neutral point of view. You are not really talking about one language, rather you are trying to approach it to understand human language in general, and that will help us to understand, that will help us to have a better understanding about sentence and sentence constructions. So, till then, just try to understand or try to remember what all we have discussed to figure out what the different kinds of parts of speeches are. Thank you.